Okay, we're here on that same boardwalk. We just learned Rhododendron columbianum. And here is our next plant. This is Alnus rubra in the Betulaceae, red alder. And like all alders, it's got simple alternate leaves. And the leaves have these very straight secondary veins on the underside that are prominent. You can feel them. They're double toothed, like many Betulaceae. They have these big teeth, and they have smaller, more finer teeth. Okay, so you got two double pattern there. And then the species level character for this guy is to look at the leaf margin. And you can see that the very edge of the leaf margin is kind of rolled over a little bit. Like if you cut the margin maybe with like crimping shears. So check that out. It's a really good character. And it'll separate out the other tree alder we have in California, Alnus rhambifolia, which has serrated leaves but doesn't have the folded over leaf margin. The other difference with rhambifolia is that rhambifolia doesn't have such an obvious pattern of being doubly serrated, and rhambifolia has got more kind of parallelogram shaped leaves. The other character that separates these guys when you see the alder cones is that Alnus rubra has much larger cones than rhambifolia. And when I say cones, they're really catkins. And you can see that they're kind of green and fleshy when they're young, and then they kind of turn brown and they end up looking more and more like a dollhouse pine cone. All right, so they have smooth gray bark, and they kind of crack often on the bark. You see cracks on the tree generally. And let's see, where do they live? They live close to the coast, from California all the way up to Washington and British Columbia. And I'm not sure why they call it red alder, to be honest. Maybe the wood, when it's drier, is more of a reddish color. I have no idea. Yeah, they usually don't co-occur. Rhambifolia is usually in a little bit more interior species along rivers. This guy's more coastal, but like remember we were at Samuel Taylor, which is really close to here, and those were rhambifolias growing there. But I would imagine there's probably some places in Northern California where you could probably find both species. But generally you find one or the other. All right, Alnus rubra has alternate simple leaves that are doubly serrated and have these leaf margins that fold over with bigger catkins.